Hey there folks, it's your girl, Scribe Not Scribble, and I'm back with another story for you today. Now, since my last video has since jumped in views considerably, I want to see if story times are a more favourable experiment. So I'm going to tell you a story today that's pretty much your textbook coming of age experience. So, you know how everyone has their first crush, their first new car, first kiss perhaps? Well, my story is going to be about my very first cult. And yes, you heard that right, because that's a completely normal experience, am I right? Okay, so a bit of a backstory here. As you can probably guess, I am, was, and still remain a very weird kid. You know how other girls wanted to be a princess? Well, I wanted to be the CEO and fire people. Y'all wanted chocolate for Christmas? I wanted the fire-breathing dragon that could reign death and terror supreme. I am not your run-of-the-mill basic bee, shall we say. So, fast forward about 10 years to when everyone starts going through puberty. Quirks and characteristics that everyone previously has been taking for granted grow and evolve into something people find just a tad bit more interesting. And yes, I was still that weird kid. If anything, I've gotten worse. I was also very awkward and a bit of a shy person though, which, when you feel like you can't truly be yourself, leads to a lot more time being spent online. And you know, we all got the spiel. Don't tell your name online, don't show your face, don't ever say where you live, that sort of stuff. But of course, no one ever follows the rules that strictly, right? No? Just me then? Okay. So, time passes and I'm making friends online. Quite a few of these friends happen to be guys, and I don't know whether it was just the circle I was in or what, but if you're a weird kid online and you just happen to be a girl, and a bit of a mysterious girl at that, you know, because you've been told you can't tell anything about yourself online, people get drawn to you. They want to find out more of who you are. So I amassed this following of guys who, I don't know whether they were genuinely interested in me like that or just wanted to get to the bottom of who I was, but I had a following. Not the biggest one, mind you, but it was a following. And did I mention I was socially awkward and didn't really know how to respond to stuff always the best? Yeah, cause my teenage brain thought that the next most logical step at the time was to, of course, form a cult out of them all. Nothing too serious, mind you. I just wanted to put them all together and see how far things would go. Maybe see if they'd fight each other to the death over me, what can I say? Need I say that teenage me was not the most put together star in the night sky. And if it's one thing I'll say, it's this. Do not put together an online group chat for a cult full of unruly teenage boys. Or even boys that are a bit older than me, teenagers. If you are a random girl on the internet, attracting other such randomness and weirdness alike, it is the exact last thing you need to be herding all this weirdness and unorganisedness into one place. We didn't even last a month. I thought we were going to be fighting over all my beauteous airs of superiority, as if, and perhaps even achieve some sort of a movement maybe, if I was lucky. But trust me, when I say we did not even last a month, even that was a stretch. Before the week was even out, we were all arguing over chicken pot noodles in Arabic, and none of us even spoke Arabic at the time. In fact, the one guy who was from that part of the country felt shy and left. It was a disaster. I feel like if I was gonna do that again, perhaps I might add a few dyke lesbians in, or something else that might challenge the guy's social standing a wee bit. But in the end, it all came to a screeching disaster when one guy decided to add the whole of Australia in. Yeah, I'm not even kidding on that one, and I really wish I were. You see, I'd met this group of guys on Omegle this one time, and one of them was Skype casting everything he was doing on Omegle to this group call, and somehow I got added to the call. Now, they weren't the worst people around, and of course I ended up making the mistake of adding one of them to my cult. Yeah, you can probs tell I'm from New Zealand now, but there is a reason we have this friendly-unfriendly rivalry thing going on with Australia at the moment. So this guy, this hard-nut, meme-coasting Australian guy, sits there in my cult, infiltrating the ranks, and then just as we had an unassuming quiet moment, he friggin' opens up the back doors and he fills this place with memes. And he was adding all these other people too, who then added others and others and others. And he must have been programming some bot or something as well, because every other time I'd take out one traitorous upriser, about 50 more would get added in, and they were all spamming the chat out with some of the most bizarrest of memes I've ever seen. And the only reason I even call them memes is because there is nothing else on the face of the earth I could have used to describe them with. Shame on you, Australia. You made me have to delete that chat, and things have never been the same since. So yeah, if you want to make a cult, don't go out there expecting the sun that shines out your behind is going to be the one thing that keeps you all together. And don't be expecting that people's love and adoration is going to be the driving force behind your movement. Because it's not, it's all just memes. So I hope you all enjoyed today's storyline, because it's not like I have anything else left over from the meaningful treachery wars regarding he who stole my ego in online cult chat back in 2009 or however long ago it was, which I'm still salty about, by the way, in case you can't at all tell. In saying that though, I am still attempting to build up some sort of a following online. So if you want to join the army and help get on board here on Instagram or here on Facebook. I had a Patreon, but I'm going to be rebooting it later when I get a bit more regular and put together with things. But anywho, let's see if we can get this video as popular, if not more so than the one before. And until next time, bye!